So next up, we have Jen Shumsky. Jen has more than 20 years of nursing experience with a passion for advocacy and advocating for access to treatments needed for those in the rare disease space. As a parent of a son with Duchenne and a daughter with type 1 diabetes, she has a special ability to see inside two worlds and use that experience to best assist her clients. For the past 13 years, Jen has worked in the insurance industry as a utilization review nurse, focusing on appeals and prior authorizations. She has experience with Medicare, self-insured employer health plans, and commercial plans. She has also worked in the pediatric clinical setting and operating room. In all she does, Jen brings a passion to helping others. Joining the Little Hercules Foundation Family Assistance Program is a dream come true for Jennifer. She earned a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the University of Michigan and is licensed in the state of Michigan. She's a proud Wolverine. So go blue.
Yes.
And roll Tide.
Go
blue. Come on.
Pinky up.
Yeah, pinkies up.
Pinky's up. Go blue. Okay. Oh. Hi, everybody. It's a long bio. That's off the Little Hercules website, so thank you. I really want to thank the CureDuchenne team and Deborah and Paul for letting me come today and talk about our program. I do need to say, I don't have a forward-looking statement or a disclaimer, but just so you know, we do not give any medical advice or anything through our program, although I'm a registered nurse, and I still work a little bit on the side as a nurse through our Duchenne Family Assistance Program. I do not work in the nurse hat. So I'm here to talk about our program. It's for individuals living with Duchenne and their families that are living with Duchenne, the Duchenne Family Assistance Program. This program will assist all. It's not dependent on mutation or financial income. Our goal is to help anyone who is affected by Duchenne. There we go. The Little Hercules Foundation and Team Joseph have a strong history of working together. In the past, they like to work together to fund research. And although we still believe that research needs to be funded, we realize that in our community, there's a need to help families with immediate needs. So families need help right now. We see it every day. We see it in our own homes. All of us working at Little Hercules and Team Joseph are mothers with sons with Duchenne. So we know the struggles that everybody's going through, and it is, I know for me, is in my bio, to be able to take what I've been doing in my career to finally help my own community is just amazing. For the Duchenne Family Assistance Program, we identified two priorities: to offer families financial assistance with expenses related to the care of a child or young adult with Duchenne, and to provide help and expertise to families who need access to recommended treatments and equipment, clinical care, and social services. My first time doing this with a PowerPoint, so working here. So for the Team Joseph component, the first thing they will work with you on is the huge unmet need in this community is for modifications to the home and modified vans. These items are typically not covered by insurance, but they are necessities. Often also there's equipment that is needed that's not covered, or portions is not covered, such as standers to wheelchairs, ramps to the home, bath lifts, things like that. Anything you can think of that you need and you're not going to get paid for. Team Joseph is here to help with those needs. The next need identified was travel to get to adequate Duchenne care. Not all families have the ability to travel to a certified Duchenne clinic, and our goal is to make sure that your child's care is not limited by your finances. So if you need help with travel, hotel, gas, things like that, to be able to get your child the best care possible, Team Joseph wants to make sure that you have that. Also, there's realizations that if you have an unexpected hospitalization, that suddenly adds a financial burden to your life, where you need gas cards, meals, things like that to care for your child. Those emergencies come up, and we want to make sure that you reach out for the help when you need it. The final thing, assistance is available for educational opportunities. We want to enable families to be able to attend any sort of educational training, meetings. For not all organizations are able to always offer travel assistance. So if you have something that you want to go see, learn about, reach out, and see what we can do. Okay. And then help from the Little Hercules Foundation. First thing is navigating insurance, and under the insurance umbrella is commercial insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, or any combination of those things. Typically, if you've been denied access to an approved medication, an approved any sort of physician-ordered treatment, such as physical therapy, DEXA scans, cardiac MRIs are now we're seeing changes in policies there. Anything like that, reach out to us and we can help you work on appeals processes. If you just have general questions related to your coverage, we can work with you on an individual basis to review the plan that you have, what your policies are. Basically anything that your physician feels that you need or your child needs, we want to make sure that we're helping you get that. One thing we were just talking about, the Hoyer lifts. If you are a single person trying to do a Hoyer lift, it's very hard to do a manual one, and electric lifts are a much bigger need, and it's very hard to get those covered. We obviously can never guarantee that we can get you exactly what is being ordered, but we will work as hard as we can to help. Second thing is resources. Oftentimes there's resources available in your state or communities to meet the needs associated with Duchenne, such as accessible housing. Many organizations are able to give you a general list of resources in your community, but we're able to talk to you, find out your unique situation, and do a personalized search in your area. And if needed, we can then make a referral with you to that resource. And then finally, Medicaid waivers. It's a tough thing to live with Duchenne. And Medicaid waivers vary by state, sometimes even by county. I know that, you go on Facebook, of course, and you've got someone in New Jersey going, oh, you need to get out a Medicaid waiver. They pay me $15 an hour to pay care of my kid. And then you've got somebody in another state where, I live in Michigan. I don't get paid to take care of my child. I have to pay somebody else, and it has, they can't be related until they're 18. And, it's a hard thing to maneuver, and I found it very confusing for a very long time, and I still find it confusing. Many families aren't aware that there's Medicaid waivers out there. And there's a lot of confusion as far as financial income constraints to waivers. I can tell you that for my son in Michigan, we actually got evaluated for a waiver. He was approved for a waiver, and through that, then he got on Medicaid. And so our family income never played a part in our Medicaid and our waiver. So don't think, oh, we're going to make too much money, we're never going to get approved. Reach out to us, let us help you. Our biggest goal is to let us make your life easier. So that's kind of most of what we do. We've also can help you learn about ABLE accounts. If you have a question, reach out to us, and if we can't figure out the answer, we're going to find somebody that can answer it for you. For further information, I have handouts, I got business cards. You can also reach out directly to Marisa at Team Joseph. At Little Hercules, Mindy Cameron, who's another Duchenne mom, she's one you can email her directly, or go to our website at Duchenne FAP, Family Assistance Program.org, and then there's a way then to link to either of our individual websites that has then applications for each program. We are hopefully we're updating to be able to have a single application that can get you to each program. But so that's it. Good. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Deborah has a question. All right.
So I'm sorry, I came in a little bit late. I might have missed
that's
this.
okay.
But are you expert in all different states in terms of helping access and navigating?
We have the ability to find all the waivers in each state. So when somebody calls us from a particular state, then yes, we are able to. Amy Akins, who works with our program, that has been her expertise for many years, is working within the Medicaid programs. So we've all learned through that. So when somebody reaches out to us, we then go into their state programs and pour through, because there can be hundreds of waivers in each state. And so we go through those waivers and find out which ones are applicable for Duchenne families.
Thank you so much. You guys are offering such incredibly valuable information, and as a parent, I really appreciate it. And as another advocacy organization, really appreciate you filling a gap that existed. So thank you.
Thank you. We love doing it. So, yeah. Oh, and back.
I'm coming. And we are in Boston. I should say, go Sox.
Yeah.
What's the matter with me?
This is more a comment as a parent, not just an organization that's worked with this great program. As a parent, I could not have gotten the equipment for my son without this program and Little Hercules. They held my hand from day one, when even before I got the first denial that I knew was coming. We went through 2 rounds of appeals with the primary insurance. Mike's helped with some of it too. I don't know if he's still here. And 2 rounds of appeals with the secondary state insurance. And JB now has a wheelchair that is awesome. Everything he needs and more, and is allowing him to do everything he needs to do. So if you are a parent who need help with insurance, please, please, please reach out to them. It was an amazing experience. So thank you.
Good. Yay.
The essence of community, right?
It is. And we also, within Team Joseph, Marisa works with all the other organizations to partner up to help families, because there's so many organizations that are helping families, and we've entered, I think, a new generation where I see all the organizations working together, and it's amazing. So, yes.
I was wondering, so you said that you help with equipment, but is there any place that helps with modifications, like a sink or a bathtub or shower or something like that? Our problem is we rent where we live, and so we can't, in New Jersey, we can't get anything because we don't own the house.
Right.
So we're kind of stuck in this weird spot where we really need something.
That would be something that we'd have to look specifically at your state to see what's available. It might be, you're probably not interested in moving, but we could look to see if there's, accessible housing available. It's just a very dependent state by state. So we, if you have questions, we encourage you to apply and, allow us to just sit down and talk with you and see how we can help. Yeah. Sorry to give you kind of a non-answer, but.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.